Sports with Chelsa Messenger.
Welcome back and welcome to Sports.
Well, after the game, Auburn running back Trey Mason told me that Coach Malzahn tells them one thing in the hotel before the game, and that is the identity of this team lies in the fourth quarter. This air conditioning certainly feels good. Even though it's late at night, it's still a little warm on the plains, and because of that, Washington State has decided to come to Auburn a day early. And welcome back, and welcome to a very special edition of Sports. We're coming to you from SEC Media Days 2013.
Hey guys, well, behind enemy lines couldn't be more fitting this week. It's the Iron Bowl, of course, and one of the fiercest rivalries in all of college football.
Very rarely does a game live up to the hype, and this game had 2 weeks of hype, and we saw the hype and then some. As you can see, fans going crazy after the game. These hedges are toast. Now, mechanically, O'Neal looks a little different as well. Instead of coming directly over the top, he throws at a more three-quarter slot, which actually gives a little bit more deception on his fastball. So instead of looking 83 to 85, his fastball looks more like 87 to 91.
Definitely deception's like one of my key things.
Now, in his third year with the Panthers, quarterback Cam Newton looking to go from just putting up good numbers to putting up some good wins. Well, if someone predicted that Auburn would beat Georgia on a last-minute 73-yard Hail Mary touchdown pass, well, you probably wouldn't believe him. If someone told you that a team coming off a 3-9 season would start off 10-1, well, you probably wouldn't believe him either. But believe it or not, Auburn has taken the Gus Bus all the way to the biggest turnaround in college football. Well, last-second plays may seem to haunt Georgia, but over at Carver High School, the Tigers feel like they have a new lease on life after winning a triple overtime thriller in the first round of the Georgia State playoffs. Now this week, Carver hosts Jefferson County, and they say that last week's close game was a much-needed lesson heading into round 2 of the playoffs. Meanwhile, in Memorial Stadium, top-seeded Carver facing off with Best Academy, a school that didn't even have a football team just 2 years ago, while Carver, well, they've been in the quarterfinals every year since 2006. But at the half, Carver only up 14-7, but not for long. One word to describe the Carver offense: explosive. Jawan pass to Draylon Freeman, 64 yards and the touchdown. Carver misses the 2-point conversion, but still would lead 22-7. Now, Best Academy putting together some offense as well. They've moved down the field pretty easily until this, a shaky handoff leads to a fumble, and Carver there to scoop it up. And here's a guy you don't want to give the ball to. Jawan pass would be back on the field, and his electric receivers, Nate Barley with the fingertip catch, and how symbolic. Carver would win in triple overtime, 38-32, and the Tigers advance. Well, over in Braves country, it's the Braves and the Dodgers in Game 2 of the NLDS, and Braves already down 1-0 in the series, and tonight in dire need of a win. Top of the 7th, Braves cling to a 2-1 lead. Runners on the corners. Carl Crawford hits it right back at Luis Avilan. A 1-6-3 inning-ending double play. Bottom of the 7th, same score. Dodgers intentionally load the bases for Jason Hayward. He lines one up the middle, making him pay. Turner Field goes nuts. Braves go up 4-1. Top of the 8th, Hanley Ramirez. He quiets down that crowd a little bit with this one, a 2-run blast off David Carpenter, and now we've got ourselves a ball game. Braves up 4-3, and D. Gordon aboard for the Dodgers, but holy hose piece, Gerald Laird throws him out, and the rest would be all Craig Kimbrell. Braves holding on to win Game 2. 4-3 would be your final score, and series now tied at 1 apiece.
And they told me after the game that it really helps to have that triple option almost, because you can have a fresh set of legs coming in on any moment. So those big explosive plays, they're coming here, there. Well, coincidentally, some of the biggest stories from those teams were the biggest stories out of the whole SEC Media Days. For Auburn, you had head coach Gus Malzahn taking the podium for the first time as a head coach, and you couldn't contain the excitement people had, the fans, for him as a new head coach. And also Alabama looking for the three-peat, and Nick Saban talking about the biggest threat to his team, not on the field but off the field, when he talks about complacency. And as far as Georgia goes, they're talking about losing 8 starters on the defense, but they're ready to go because they have one of the best offenses and backfields in the whole country. Coach, a big smile on your face coming off the field, and what does this win mean for you and the team in general, getting off on the right foot?
I'm just so proud of our guys.
And this Auburn backfield sure looks strong tonight. What's the potential for this Auburn run game?
We're trying to be the number one backfield in the country, so we're going to keep working and try to fulfill that goal.
And the series after you fumble, Coach puts you back in, gives you the ball. What does that say about Coach and his confidence in you? Does that make you feel good?
Yeah, he told me, he was like, I can trust you with the ball, and I had to do what I had to do. I made a mistake, and we overcame adversity.
And lots of energy, lots of smiles on the sideline. Does it feel different this year?
Yeah, it's a new day. Coach Malzahn, that's his slogan, and it's a new day.
And we share a birthday month. I just had a birthday too.
Did you really?
So February is a good month.
It is a very good month. What February was?
19th. And favorite?
Aquarius.
No, I'm a Pisces on the first day. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm an Aquarius.
The fighting continues.